Okay, this has been a real whirlwind. For those of you who have never tuned into our Bible studies, we've been doing this for 20-some years. We've had seminars, we've had people from around the country come and speak. We talk about the Constitution, we talk about God's law, we talk about prophecy. And so, you know, even though maybe this is new to you, you might want to check this out, because this is not like feel-good church that doesn't cover the tough topics. Okay, we get into the meat, not just the milk. The purpose I'm addressing you, and this is actually the first public announcement of what recently transpired. I do not take all the credit for it. Okay, the credit goes to a number of people who have put in a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of sweat, and I thank them. However, the arbitration award, which I hold right here in my hands, this is an arbitration award. Okay, this is an injunction against the federal government, and the claimant is Philip Hudak, me. Okay. This is the entire 21 pages of the award, which was is recent. It was actually official on the 19th day of August. This is when the, according to the seal here, this is when the arbitration order was made. So in these 21 pages, I am the claimant, and the defendants are Donald Trump, John Roberts, Nancy Pelosi, William Barr, Charles Grassley, and the United States Corporation. Okay. A lot of people that are watching this, and I'd say maybe a few that are watching it, but most of the people watching this know that we, as a country, are not the United States that existed a long time ago. We are not following our Constitution, which is the supreme law of the land. Just to give you a quick example, this is a silver dollar, okay, worth $15, or, well, 15 Federal Reserve notes, or $15 bills.
Actually, over 18 now.
18? Mm-hmm. It's rising. The silver's going up, okay? And this is a $20 gold piece. This is 1922. The silver dollar is 1923. A little bit older than me. And this is worth, just the gold in it's worth $1,500. It's actually worth a little bit more because it looks like brand new and it's been certified. So if I take it out of the case, it's not going to be worth probably $2,000. Okay. Now, in the 1920s, there was an act passed called the Arbitration Act. The Arbitration Act is for the government, or is for anyone to go to a third party. In other words, you have people who have a problem with people that they have a problem with. Okay, and then you have what's called an arbitrator. An arbitrator is a neutral entity. Cannot favor one side or the other. Simply looks at the facts when things are brought to them. Okay, this act began in the 1920s. Recently there was a Supreme Court test of this act. By the way, everything I'm telling you is on hudoc.info, HUDOK.info. Okay, and there's a lot more there than you need to know, but just let me say that for 4.5 years, everything from the foundation of what has transpired until now, that 4.5 years is actually in a timeline on that site, hudoc.info. So you want to see the seal? It's on there. You want to see the award? It's on there. You want to see the proof of service documents? In other words, those people that I read that are respondents or defendants. You know, this is the actual proof of service that they got this award. Okay, and it's an injunction causing the federal government to do something. Okay. Now, like I said, this goes back to the 1920s. There was a recent Supreme Court case with Kavanaugh where the Supreme Court ruled that arbitration is still in effect, okay? And there is a bill in Congress where they're trying to rescind this because they don't want it, because this is the way people get their government to do what they're supposed to do, okay? You notify the government of the problem, okay? And the government is as George Washington said, it's like fire, okay? A dangerous servant. You have to keep them under control. So people realized that, and they actually made a way for people to go to the government and say, well, hey, we got a problem, okay? Back in December of 2018, that notice to the government was sent and hand-delivered, by the way, in Washington, D.C., to those people I just told you, or the predecessors of these people. Now, Trump was there, so, he should be aware of this, okay? We told them what the problem was, and we made a contract, and we said, here's what you say you're supposed to do, you're not doing it, okay, and we're notifying you. No answer. We got no answer. Second time, we did the same thing. No answer. Third time, no answer. Okay, we gave you 3 chances. Cost us a lot of money, a lot of time. Like I say, there are other people involved in this. You're looking at just one part of the source of what's been done. All right. Then we went to an arbitrator, and we filed a complaint. And the arbitrator, we had to pay them. And the arbitrator notified both sides that there was going to be a hearing where you could present your side of the case. As in the past, none of these people, none of these entities, Supreme Court, legislature, executive branch, none of these people would come to the hearing. They didn't even notify that they would attempt, that they had no intent to come to the hearing. So then the arbitrator sat down and wrote up an order, okay? And this is the order. Like I say, it's an injunction at the federal level. It cannot be rescinded, okay? Once an arbitrator makes a decision, okay? So it's risky when you go into this, because you got to find this neutral party. This neutral party is going to make a decision, and both sides have to live by it. There is no judicial review, nothing. The federal government cannot appeal this, okay? Now, the reason you should be interested in this is this. It was filed as a qui tam. We asked for, and that's Latin, and I think that's how you say it, I'm not sure, okay? But it is for everyone's benefit, okay, that this was filed. I could take this and I could do it myself. I could say, here's the problem, here's what the remedies that have been ordered, and I want my remedies now, but thank you much. But that was not the point. The people that worked on this, we made the decision, no. This is going to be for everybody, okay? What's important about this in a scriptural way is it's freedom, it's free will. Our free will has been damaged, okay? As a matter of fact, in my lifetime, we've had 17 wars. So if we want to talk constitutionality, the constitutional war was World War II, before my lifetime. And then the Korean War started in 1950, the year I was born. We've had 17 wars. We've been at war 85% of my life. 85% of my life. A lot of people have died, and they were unconstitutional wars. We broke our own law. Okay? I'm not saying there isn't time for war. But when you say the Supreme, the Constitution is the supreme law of the land, and you don't follow it, you're either going to have tyranny, which we have, or you're going to have anarchy, which is how you deal with tyranny when there's nothing else you can do. Well, guess what? You can do this. This is not doing anything outside the law. This is using law. This is using their stuff against them, and we know that there are, there's a swamp, okay? It's a big swamp. It's a really big swamp, okay? Now I'm going to read a few things. I would, there's going to be a lot of information, and anyone who wants to join into this, because it's a key TAM, because it can benefit anyone, they can sign on when this goes to either the Congress for a private bill, a bill on the private side. Look on the website, whodoc.info, you'll see a bill from 2014 where a person like me got a order through arbitration, and 20 some other people joined him in a bill. They went to Rand Paul and Congress, got a bill crafted, and they received damages for improper, unlawful incarceration in the millions and millions of dollars. They received immunity from any further interaction with a bogus government. Okay, it already happened. Exactly what I'm saying to you has already happened. You can see it. It's on whodoc.info. Okay, but I just want to read some of the wording so you understand what's in this arbitration award, and it's everything, like I say, is on the site. Number 5. Okay, there's just 20 out of 21 pages. I'm just taking a few things. This is the order to the federal government. The parties entered into a legally binding contractual relationship with each other, and this arbitrator finds that there is no fraud and or any attempt to induce fraud and or commit fraud and or inducement of contracts and or fraud in the factum respecting the instant matter and contract. Thus, the parties are bound by the terms and obligations agreed upon and imposed upon them as a direct result of the contractual agreement. Number 6, arbitrator finds that all the elements that form a contractual agreement in a legally commercial binding obligatory relationship are present. And number 7, the contract clearly expresses the method of settlement and resolution of all disputes arising thereunder shall be settled by arbitration under the authority of the standards of common law, the Federal Arbitration Act, further stipulated and appointed. This arbitrator listed herein is agreed upon as the arbitrator of record. By the way, this within probably a week, this award is going to be filed in Northern District Federal Court on the record. So it'll be on the record permanently forever. Anyone wants to see it, they won't even have to go to my website. You can go to the federal government's court system. Okay. There's just so much here that I can't possibly get into, except to tell you that there's going to be a lot of information. There is no things are going to happen rather quickly, but it's not going to be tomorrow or next week. Okay, we're talking a couple months. There are going to be multiple ways to get this information out that will have much more explanation. There will be people who will be able to answer questions for you. Okay, I will be doing videos which will be posted on websites and servers, and this is for you. This is for you. Do you want free will? Do you want to be protected from the unlawful exercises? Do you want to be free from being arrested for some policy that is not even law? Okay. Like I say, now here is some things that this is from the complaint now, not from the order, but I just want to show you what we asked for, the orders we asked for, and about 85% of what we asked for is available through this order, and then the private bill that we intend for Congress or an executive order from President President Trump. Okay, President Trump he should be aware of this, and he could actually through executive order he could fulfill this injunction, okay? But here's what we asked for. These are the things. We asked for an order for an opt-in process for beneficiaries designed to be simple and rapid. In other words, we wanted people to be able to opt in, T10, all right? We wanted an order of unconditional release and the immediate settling of absolute liberty of the undersigned and opt-in beneficiaries. Order any pending and or adjudicated cases of the undersigned and opt-in beneficiaries, regardless of venue, are hereby void. Okay. Immediate and unconditional indemnification of the undersigned and opt-in beneficiaries, and a release from the government and return to you of anything the government has in any trusts or anything like that. Most of you may not, some of you I'm sure know this, okay? Even the first timers listening. There is a thing called a Sescovy trust, okay? When the country went bankrupt, okay, a trust has been set up. When you're born and money is put in it, and our bodies, we are considered human resources, and we are collateral for the national debt. So there is a thing called a Sescovy trust. You can learn about it. We don't know how much money is in this trust in every person's name. They once you're born, they take your birth certificate, they collateralize it, and you are now collateral. As the Bible says, they'll make merchandise of your bodies. Okay, that will be returned to you. That's in the order. Okay, that will be returned to you. Here is an immediate order of any and all property and assets that have been seized and captured, or the market value thereof, belonging to the undersigned and opt-in beneficiaries. An order expunging the destruction of all records and systems of records of the undersigned and opt-in beneficiaries maintained by the respondents. Okay, they've got to turn over to you everything that they have on you. Okay,
it's almost like making you non-existent. According to their system,
well, you are now, yeah, you're outside their jurisdiction. Yeah, you're outside their system. Okay, you're outside their system. You can't interface. You're because of what we're going to do here. You do not now interface with them. Okay, and really, you know, we're supposed to be the government, and they're supposed to do what we tell them, and it's totally reversed now. So this is just a method to be able to practice your free will, not for nefarious reasons. You know, I ask that anyone who does, actually I pray to God that anyone who gets involved in this uses the freedoms for good. God gives blessings, not rights. He gives blessings, and there are responsibilities that come with those blessings. You want freedom? There's responsibility. How much do you want it? Do you really want to be free? We know what's happening in this country, and it's bad. Is this going to turn the country around? I don't think so. But it can give you the opportunity to actually taste what real freedom is like. So there's going to be a lot of information. Keep going to whodoc.info. You know, like I said, I thank the people. A lot of people have been involved in this. This isn't. There's never been anything like this. This is unique. Okay, to have an injunction where the federal government has to return to you everything they took that's really not yours. Okay, or theirs. It's yours. This is unique. So I'm going to turn it back over to Butch, and I thank you for your time.
All right. I don't understand everything you said, although I do know that what you said about being owned prophesied in Nehemiah chapter 9 and other places. Our bodies are collateral for national debt. I, for one, am in. That's not a question. I'm going to be in. And what the future holds in this, I really don't know, but I will tell you what, folks, it's an opportunity, as Phil said, and maybe do something to do some good beyond the scope of your talents right now with perhaps the funds you'll get, maybe. We can help other people. We can actually travel the highway in freedom, not worry about being falsely arrested for some type of code, not law. So I don't understand enough to get any further than that, except I know the field's been working with it really hard. He and a few other guys for quite a while. And it looks to me like they won a great battle for us. So this will be available, as he said, on who.info. He's going to be on the radio show in the future discussing this, and probably will offer you a DVD for you to look at that explains more things to you.